Hi there, I am your host. Welcome and welcome back to another episode of a Not So Cute podcast. Today we are talking about when your dreams feel too out of reach. So, the one dream that I have been trying to pursue is getting to 100 of these bad boys, 100 segments of a Not So Cute podcast. And when before I started, and then like introducing it to YouTube, I think that was the thing. I was so scared putting my face out there. It's not just my face that's out there, but my opinions, my voice, everything just felt like it was so wrong when I started. But now for me, it's like, who's gonna stop me, right? But if it still feels out of reach because I'm still working towards it, but I have started. Sometimes all you need to do is start. So, on this week's episode, we are going to be talking about why dreams feel out of reach and navigating that out of reach feeling, as well as giving you some encouragement and some inspiration. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is why dreams feel out of reach. And the first thing is self doubt and comparison. I think for me, I had a lot of self doubt when it came to releasing this. Obviously, I was comparing my baby to everything on the internet, right? Whether it's this kind of style where it's not really a podcast, but it's a podcast style where you are sharing your opinion with people or you are trying to encourage some people. I was coming from a place where I was like, who are you? And what qualifications or what record do you have that allows you to come up on a platform as big as YouTube or on any other platform that you're on to say that you need to have courage for your dreams and your goals and your aspirations? I didn't have that. So I was suffering a lot from a lot of bad, self-doubt and as well as comparison. Like I was comparing myself to my friends. I was like, this is not gonna work. I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do this. But I realized that, you know what, I just had to start. Everything else doesn't matter. The second one is challenges of big goals. Big goals are challenging. I think when people are out here saying, I'm gonna pursue a big goal, we have this dream, right? When we put like right now we're putting up our vision boards, we're in the vision board season, like we are talking about our goals, we're creating our goal list, right? The thing is, you are putting a picture on Pinterest on your board, on your Pinterest board or on your vision board, whatever, and that picture represents your final destination, and you are literally just at the start. Your goals come with challenges, and I think when we're doing all these manifestation and visualization, I think we forget to then think about the things that will occur naturally with big goals. Like, you may not have enough money to start that business, you don't have enough capital, so you can't start in January, unfortunately. Like, in as much as you want to start, and I do commend you for wanting to start in January, but you can't because you don't have capital. It is what it is, right? So being realistic, in the sense that you know that big goals come with challenges, is really important. Third thing is having burnout or lack of motivation and inspiration. Burnout is something that you're going to experience. I think right now people don't have burnout, obviously, because it's the new year. I don't know, the new year comes like, that exciting energy. But when it's like at the end of the year, you're tired, you're wrapping up, you've been working so hard, you won't want to participate in your big goals. You just want to crawl in bed and sleep and forget. Or instead, let's not say end of the year, let's say March, because I know for some of you January, February is gonna come with energy. It's when we start getting to the third month, the fourth month, when you're like, okay, this is not so. That's why getting those goals might feel like it's a dream. Like, it's so out of reach, it doesn't make sense for me to pursue it. No, sweetie, you are suffering from burnout and lack of motivation. Like, sometimes your Pinterest board is not enough. Sometimes listening to YouTubers like Wizard Liz or Tamqua is not going to be enough. You need that internal, motivation, like that internal drive, right? And then the last thing is self-sabotage. I do this all the time, where you are procrastinating, where you are speaking into existence things that you do not want. Instead of saying, I am going to do the 100 episodes, you're like, there's no way, like, so and so is better than me. Stop it, please. Please stop self-sabotaging. What would happen if this year you decided, you know what, I'm just going, just for maybe 2 months or three, you just decide, self-sabotage me. I'm just going to walk out and act like the world is my oyster. You will find that a lot of things are going to change. I was watching this TikTok where it was talking about what would happen if you spend 100 days asking for the things you wanted. You want a mentor. How about you cold email all the people you want to be your mentors? I doubt you're going to get 100 no's. And even if you did, hey, at least you get to say, I tried to be a mentor, right? So now, how do we then navigate that out of routine, right? Break down the dream. You want to work out, you want to lose weight, you want to gain those abs, right? How are you going to go through it? You can't just start lifting weights from you. You start small, right? Small, consistent baby steps is what you need to start with. And then you start working on your diet. What can I change about my diet that can help me get to this goal, right? Break down your goal. Don't be shy. Use ChatGPT. Look, I want to start a podcast. How do I do it? Get your equipment. Have a brand. Have a vision for the podcast. Write down the kind of audience that you want, right? I know behind this camera, I am talking to a young woman who is just on fire this year, who's just like bold and audacious for this year. So, oh, not just a girl. I'm talking to you too, boo. I'm talking to boys as well. Don't worry. Reevaluate your goals. Sometimes the environment you're in is not going to allow you to win. Sometimes you don't have the necessary things to pursue this goal, and that's okay. Or it has changed. You just don't want it anymore. That's okay. You can change. You can pivot. No one will stop you. No one will, well, okay. You might get one or two Sallys who will try and judge you. But who cares about them? They are your goals. It's your life. It's not theirs. They don't matter. Pretend like they don't matter. I know that people's voices can get into your head. Trust me, I've been there. Why do you think it took me this long to start? And the last thing is embrace the process. It's going to be muddy. It's going to hurt. And I think for a lot of us, once you get the thing on the vision board, you think, yeah, I'm going to be happy. No. The most important thing is going to be the process. The most important thing is going to be the fact that, oh my God, I fought high waters, low valleys. I was there. I was in there and I fought and I won. And it creates this kind of feeling inside of you. Like, remember, like, for those who have graduated, the feeling you got in those 4 years when you're doing those assignments, listening to lectures, boring, all those things, and then you get to graduation day and they're like, yep. You don't think about the graduation day. You think about all the tears that you cried during your dissertation. I cried during my dissertation. And whenever I think back about them, they're like, I did that. The fact that I cried for 5 minutes. I put on a timer and I cried for 5 minutes straight. And as soon as that timer went off, I went into the bathroom, fixed my face, and I got down to writing because I knew I had work to do. And when I did graduate, it was like, wow, all those. Imagine if I had not been strong enough to then go back to my work. I wouldn't trust myself to do this, to be able to speak to you like I am today. So I'm going to leave you with a quote for encouragement. If it's both terrifying and amazing, then you should definitely pursue it. So I really hope that whatever it is that you are dreaming about, that you are working towards this year, man, that you absolutely smash it. No reason for you not to. I have full faith in you, girl, boy, whatever. I have full faith in you. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I shall love you and leave you. Oh, yeah. What else did I want to say? Oh, good luck with all your goals. That's definitely not what I wanted to say, but I forgot. So, yeah, I'll see you.